I love Garfield. Gone, gone. I love Garfield. Garfield, you fat cat. Why are you so fat? Why are you so fat? I eat John. It's what I do. I'm just a rambling kind of guy, rambling. Oh no, I've heard terrible things about city sewers. They say the pet alligators that are flushed into the sewers grow to huge proportions. But this is ridiculous. Oh no, don't make me do it. Anything but that. Turn back, turn back! Sometimes a cat's feet just gotta climb. Here I am, stuck up a tree. Things couldn't be worse. Okay, now things couldn't be worse. I may be stranded up a tree, but at least I'm on a sturdy limb. The story of my life. Hey, Fatso, what does a bird like you eat? Cats. Chirp, chirp. This isn't safe. Shoo, somebody might get hurt. No way down. All I have to do is dive into that bird bath. Uh-oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. What? Achoo! Onium! Yeah, I got you, my pretty. And your little dog, too. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Feel this one, Santa. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. Now give me a vision of lasagna. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. This is my kind of story. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore up open the shutters and threw up the sash. What's a sash? The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. They look better on television. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. Or maybe Santa Claus. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, O Comet, O Cupid, O Donner, on Blitz and Blitzen. Oh dopey, oh sneezy, oh unhappy. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. Can't they just walk anywhere? As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. Tune in tomorrow, the good part's coming. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. Oh no, a chimney monster. He was dressed in all fur, his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with sashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. You didn't break any toys, did you? Oh my God, that's a dumb typo. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. He also has a well-rounded personality. God damn, even Garfield's looking at that shit, bro. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Ho, ho, ho! A few setups would take care of that fella. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. We must have lunch sometime. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. How did he do that? He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. What a nice guy, what a nice story. Have a happy and loving holiday season. Merry Christmas, Garfield. I got you some great presents. Here's a radio-controlled mouse and a mink scratching post. Odie, that bone is everything you own in the world. It's the expensive gifts that impress me. Cats have such active imaginations. I wonder what's going on in Garfield's mind right now. Well, here I am in a brown paper bag. Interesting. Reciting in a brown paper bag gives one an all-new perspective on oneself. I feel like a dirty magazine. This bag needs eye holes. Something's not right here. Got my sack, got my eye holes. What more could a cat need? Ugh! Armholes. Definitely armholes. Ugh, there's someone in this bag with me. Oh, it's you. Hello, Billy Button. Gone, I love Broly! I love Broly! Broly, look! Broly, look! Your father has been killed!
Yeah, bro, even Broly is easier to deal with than Goku Black, though.
Honestly, with my little setup, I don't have to worry too much anymore. If he rushes towards me, I can just proc the shield and instant transmission somewhere else. I'm a dirty meta user.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks.
I don't know if that's the meta anymore, bro.
As well as a crate of supplies.
What do you mean, bro?
Here's how to launch.
It's still pretty good, but they have some
Then place them in the right spots.
counters to it now. Even Broly has a counter to it. He literally does. You know the attack where he pulls you closer?
Bro.
Like, it's not even an attack. It's like one of his evasives. He can use that to break you out of your instant transmission animation.
God damn, I'm glad you interrupted me. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna say something super zesty.
Well, I don't think I interrupted. I was giving you professional information that you needed to know to survive.
True.
You found a power key.
You found a power
Go
key.
slot it.
Go slot
the super
it.
transfer is headed your way. Take it now.
God damn, there was like a bunch of yap fests for Garfield comics. My throat's a little sore from all the fucking talking I just had to do. They had a whole fucking Christmas poem in there, bro. It's Christmas in August. I need help!
That punk's getting close.
Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
I can't wait to fight the Raiden Shogun today. Riding these
Did
nuts.
I shake him or what?
That's a new power key. Place it now.
don't know if I'm gonna stream more after that or not. I know I'm pretty close to the end. But I'm also very tired. I know I'm gonna have to like take an intermission like, mid-stream because my focus is about bringing stuff back in when I get here in an hour. That'll be something. How's your Roblox?
Great. You know what to
It's
do with that
brain
key.
damaging.
I see. Oh shit, I'm getting a call.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad! Somebody's down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Please, save me!
Great! You know what to do with that key.
They better back the hell off. Damn it! Son of a... Jeez. They better back the hell off.
The escape time machine's ready to launch.
You know, I made a really stupid mistake on that Broly game because I was on the phone and I wasn't really paying attention. I had
Damn, for real.
level 3 power, and he was still level 2, and I tried to instant transmission away instead of fight back. I instant transmissioned, but then somehow he pulled me like all the way back from where I instant transmissioned from. And he killed me.
Wasn't... Damn, maybe what I was saying was just foreshadowing.
Maybe. I didn't think he could do that.
Well, I've never heard of him doing that, but it sounds like he used the same thing,
Yeah.
but maybe it like glitched and
Like,
pulled
I
you way further than it
teleported
should
to a
have.
guy who was like 50 miles away, and then suddenly I'm dead. And I'm back from where I was. Like, that was either like a desync issue or what, but that was a little bullshit, I think.
It sounds like a bug. I don't think his move that pulls should have pulled you that far.
Yeah, that was bullshit. I'm gonna read more Garfield. I'll be back. I didn't know you were in the bag, Garfield. I was playing a trick on Odie. At least I died for a good cause. Literally 1984, chat. Oh boy, what a party. I ate too much. I gotta get up and exercise. Here I go. Okay, here I go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, and up. Up, up, and exercise. Come on, Garfield, you can do it. This time I'm really going to do it. Here goes the legs lifting the body. Now. This time really, really going to do it. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Have you been up today, Garfield? I think so. Rise and shine, Garfield. It's a bright new day. It's gonna be a wonderful day. A great day. I think I over-carefuled it. How do you want your coffee, Garfield? Make it sit up and bark. How's this? Just right. Oh no, it's the old disguise the tongue as a loaf of French bread trick. Okay, who loosened the top on my salt shaker? Garfield, that wasn't very nice. You're right, that wasn't very nice. But it was extremely funny. Go outside and play, Garfield. Have a good time. Have a good time, he says. Hey, Garfield, don't eat the lasagna yet. It's still too hot. You're telling me?
Don't eat me, you're too fat already.
Who are you?
This is your conscience speaking.
I don't have a conscience.
I know, I'm freelancing.
If you were my conscience, what are you doing in my food bowl?
I took on a form you would understand.
What do you really look like?
Well, if you must know, I look like everyone's mother.
Natch. Tell me, conscience, just what does a conscience do?
It's my duty to make you feel bad about things that make you feel good.
That's sad.
It's a living.
Well, conscience, if you don't mind, I'll go to bed now.
Ta-ta. Look both ways before crossing the street.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry, it was just a knee-jerk nag.
I can't believe my conscience is following me around. I must be cracking up. A little nap should clear my head.
You sleep too much. Ah! Don't you think you should be getting up now?
Look, conscience, get out of my life. I have no use for you.
Careful, fella, or I'll call my big brother.
Who's he?
Guilt. On the jogging track in 5 minutes, sucker. Be there.
Good morning, ham. Good morning, eggs. Good morning, milk. There's one nice thing about visiting the farm. The food is fresh. Here, lunch. Here, lunch. Uh-oh. This is not good. Garfield, where have you been? At Custer's last stand. I love it when the good humor man comes. I love it when I get a popsicle. I hate it when my lips stick to the fucking popsicle. I love Breakers. Ever notice how moths circle the light? Like planets orbiting a distant sun. I love it when I get philosophical. I wonder what happens when a moth gets too close to the light. At least he didn't suffer. Let us examine a pet phenomenon called the rips. That's when your pets race around the house for no apparent reason, other than to mangle the family cat. You boys stop racing around. Garfield, slow down. Okay. Would you like to go for a walk, Odie? Let's see. I need a leash. You stay out of this. I love sex. I wouldn't kid you, Parnelli. This honey will do 0 to 60 in 6 seconds flat. I swear, Sally, get your head out of the sand. The sack dress is coming back. I think I'll step into the root cellar and see what's for dinner. Who knew? Hello, maintenance. Call the exterminator. My condo has dogs.
Good morning, Garfield. It's me, Normal. I'm young and good-looking, and you're not.
I didn't need that.
Can I get you anything for breakfast, Garfield?
Yeah, how about a big glass of freshly squeezed kitten juice?
You don't like me, do you?
How cute. Normal brought me my newspaper. And my slippers and my pipe. What more could a man want? How about a woman? Let's get you into trouble, Normal. Look in the cookie jar! Look in the cookie jar! No, you can't have a cookie, Garfield. You'll spoil dinner.
Thanks for the cookies.
Jeff would have known what Lassie was talking about. Call it cool, call it juvenile. I call it asserting myself.
I hate to bother you, sir, but you put insufficient postage on your package.
What package?
This kitten you're sending to Abu Dhabi?
Garfield! Poor me. What a yucky evening. It's dark and rainy and there's nothing on television. I crave sunshine, daisy-filled meadows, and good times. I need a ticket out of here. Wait a minute, I have one. I wonder how fast I can run. I wonder what would happen if I hit this kitty door at Mach 2. I wonder if killing a mailman is a federal offense. I love attacking the mailman. Some days I scratch him, some days I bite him, some days I trip him. Today I'm trying something new. I'm humiliating him. When he comes around, he'll thank me for breaking up the monotony of his dreary job. Come on, mailman, deliver that mail. And when you do, I'm going to leap on you, and all that will be left will be your mailbag and that silly-looking hat of yours. Has the mailman come yet, Garfield? No, he's still standing at the end of the sidewalk, sobbing. Rats, I missed him. Apparently no one ever told him to look both ways before crossing the street. Be a good boy and fetch the mail, Garfield. Oui, mon capitaine. Did you hurt him bad? Oh, just a few lacerations, abrasions, and internal injuries. I was in a good mood. We get to actually play the game. Haven't done that in a while. This is one of those days where I read 60 Garfield comics while waiting for Breakers matches. I'm on 1984 now. Just 40 years of Garfield comics left. I'll get there. Baby. What the fuck?
Huh.
I just found out you can
It's
that
trunks.
in
I've
Minecraft you
set
can
a
make
super
grass blocks
time
by putting
machine,
wheat
as well as
seeds
a crate of
with dirt.
supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys,
I never
then
knew that.
place them in the right spots.
I saw it on my Reddit feed. Why is baby's head so fucking big, bruh?
I don't know.
Why does it droop like that? Bro's gotta like snip that shit off.
Oh no.
The barber fucked him, bro. But not in a good way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hard to believe Natlin's gonna be out on Genshin in a, like.
Jackass! I blew it.
Oh wow, baby, that's not camping.
Rare.
Oh god. Actually, he might be camping a little bit, but he's not like standing right on my corpse this time, so I'll take what I can get. I already got my second token, so if I end up dying here, it's fine. Oh yeah, there's a second corpse near me now.
I'm putting you out of your misery right now!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Someone! 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 I need help!
You okay?
Thanks! Someone!
Or whatever. They better back the hell off. Wake up, will ya?
I owe ya.
Fine. Take over. Gonna shake 'em or what?
Ally down! If you
Ally
intend to rescue
down!
them, watch out for enemies.
You know, I just found out today, just now, that you can't help your fellow survivors when they're being like attacked by a civilian.
Oh yeah, you can.
I tried to like help them, and there was no prompt. I thought that would be a nice thing to add, but I guess not.
That would have been cool.
Honestly, the baby's not even that bad outside of his phase 4 and his camping potential. If baby wasn't able to camp so fucking well, I don't think it would be that bad of a raid.
Well, thank you. Close.
Someone.
Welcome.
Dende.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits.
Oh shit,
Think
more
before
Dead
rushing
Rising
in.
news.
Ally down! If you
They,
intend to rescue them, watch out
They
for
kept
enemies.
the really obscure survivor death cutscenes. If they get like attacked by zombies and die.
Before you
the
die,
cutscene
allow
will
me
get
to
eaten
show you
alive
what a
and
fully
killed
evolved
by
Tuffle
them,
is
or,
truly capable
they,
of.
pull out a gun and shoot themselves in the head. they kept those. And not only that, but they gave unique models to them when they turned into zombies. Which is not something they did before. It's nice to hear good news. They need to keep spreading that good news to counter the weirdly fixated problems. Which aren't even really...
They better back the hell off. Damn it! Son of a... I hope you like black and blue.
Get out of here, you pest! What? You're gonna feel this one! Get out of here,
They better back the hell off. I blew it.
Now then, today is your new...
Rank 48 on the battle pass. I'm getting there.
How are you?
Oh. Faruzan took that dupe that I got of her very personally. Apparently it's her birthday. What are the odds?
Wait, what happened?
I got a dupe of Faruzan, some fucking Sumeru character that I don't know. And apparently I got her on her birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. You know? What are the odds? One day I'll be in Sydney. Alright, time to progress in the plot. Hype. I have to take an intermission in like a half hour, but besides that, it should be smooth sailing. I might make this a short stream, honestly.
Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
All right, team, let's move it out.
Oh boy, Senora boss fight.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully.
Bro said foolhardy.
Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part! A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish. Ha! Yeah!
We're way behind schedule.
God damn. This
Come
guy's
on!
annoying.
We can do it!
Next on the agenda.
I can fix this! This is long overdue! No touching!
Detestable! You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid. The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors! The pale flame smolders!
You got me.
Well, Amber's dead.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering! In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Embrace your searing reckoning!
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule.
Not every wound immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda.
All must burn!
Next on the agenda.
on the agenda?
Who dares call me a witch? Not even ashes will remain! Not every wound will
I'm a little
heal!
low on energy.
God damn, I'm cooked.
Not even ashes will remain!
I can fix this. Access denied. Let's dance.
So strong! But how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you! You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Jesus Christ, she's fucking dead.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senor is gone!
I didn't expect her to fucking die. That's crazy. I thought they were gonna like find a way to keep her alive.
Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaemiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Hello? Nothing much. I forgot I was here. What's good with you, bro? Enjoying the new Fortnite season?
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Excessive yearning leads to inevitable destruction.
Next on the agenda...
Inferior. Strike
We're way
dead.
behind schedule.
I gotta keep my distance. Oh shit.
Next on the agenda...
Not doing a good job at that.
Inferior.
God damn, she moves.
Strike dead. Inferior. Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Let the show begin. I can fix
God
this.
damn.
All hail. Next on the agenda... Ready, steady, go!
Inferior. Instabilities will be removed.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule.
Inferior. Strike dead.
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule.
What does it mean by resisting? Oh.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Next on the agenda,
Okay, I'm not doing anything. Now I am.
we're way behind schedule.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
God damn.
Next on the agenda,
Thunder.
come on,
Fuck.
focus.
All desire can be broken.
Next on the agenda, I'm a little low on energy.
Oh god. Da 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 da. Fuck.
Thunder.
Fuck.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals. Thunder. Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
I didn't see that coming.
Lightning does not bend to the will of mortals.
Next on the agenda,
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
Bro, you are on no HP, bro.
I'll protect us.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? and in the power of their ambitions. These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So maybe the reason Yai Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Well, this is the finale of the act. My intermission will be soon. I got a call during that cutscene. Blech. Timing. Hopefully there's no cutscenes.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, How else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
I see we're getting the information from her and not A.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test.
Says T. Jarrell. True, that is a letter of the alphabet, oftentimes put next to the letter N. Hope you're doing well.
The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Not the Fatui!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
That's deep.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was She was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all.
I don't know why I typed that. Oh yeah, it's because that way people have a way to see it. I gotta help bring some stuff in. I'll be back in a few minutes. Sorry about this. This isn't something that usually happens, but my folks just got home, so I need to help them out. I'll be back.
That's all?
Yeah, neural vomit once.
Wow. So we just needed to shave her. Oh, why? I miss you. I'm serious. Oh, I missed you. Oh, did you miss me? Did you?
Yeah, you too. I have returned. I clearly didn't mute my microphone.
As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
What about Lesser Lord Kusamano, bro? Sopranos, 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 Sopranos. Gabagool, gabagool, gabagool.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay, then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
We did it, chat. We're done with Act 3.
Protection of the Electro Archon.
Is this the answer from this world? Leeway, huh? I assume that's like a Dainsliff thing. God, what to do next, chat? We have story quests we could potentially do now. Or not. We just have Raiden Shogun, I suppose. What about hangout quests? We don't have those either. Really? Oh, no, we do. We have these three. Ah, what do I want to do? What do I want to do, chat? I could do a story quest. I could do a hangout quest. What do I want to do? Oh, these are locked behind. These are locked behind Raiden Shogun's story quest. I see. Imperatrix. Okay. So, in order to unlock more story quests, I have to do Raiden Shogun's quests. I see. Do I want to do a hangout quest and end the stream early? That's the eternal question, chat. And if I were to do it, what would I do? And this is a tough one. I would like to end the stream early, personally. It's been a very busy day. I wonder what the best ending for Betos is. I think I might do Beto's Hangout quest. Fuck it. We'll do this and we'll end the stream early. Yeah, let's go 3,000 miles. Wait, I just realized we could probably teleport to the ship now, can't we? Yeah.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's going to be a day to remember. Guys, look who the sea washed up!
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
That's what I heard too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty impressive.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Well, she's on board right now for the celebration, isn't she?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they will come to us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes. A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Hey, don't mention it. As a host, it would be pretty embarrassing to continue letting my guests be put on the spot like that. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way. Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for new crew members while we're back. It'll be a first-rate chance to learn the life of a sailor. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
I can't believe Beto's showing me her penis strap. I mean, what? Whoops.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. The vision of the Crux. Oh, we don't have that many visions, kid. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare. They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you? As I expected, you have a will to protect others. There are 2 main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment. As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology, etc. You can go learn about these skills from Yinxing, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields. Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate the knowledge of the crew. If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people. Go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later. I look forward to seeing how you do.
Hello, traveler. I'm Yinxing, the Crux's surgeon at sea. Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. I deal with it all, from seasickness and common colds to amputations and everything in between. Oh, I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then, let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face? That can certainly be a problem at sea, but it's not the biggest danger. The most dangerous thing for a newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine at sea as well. Those are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment. We have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies, all kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation and the lack of entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal. Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Well, that's not surprising. Most newcomers think the same way. But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think that's enough for you to think over for now. Is there anything else you would like to know? Captain Beto? Well, out of everyone I've met, she probably values people's lives and safety the most. Although I'm just a doctor, Beto has given me the full authority to send any newcomers who I don't see as fit for service off the ship, until they are ready to come back with the right attitude. Every time we're stocking up before a voyage, medicine takes top priority. I'm even allowed to choose the suppliers, regardless of the price. We have adequate budget for medical expenses. Do you know what Mora Grubber, our bookkeeper, calls this? A significant financial risk. But Beto knows the importance of having a healthy crew. That's why she has authorized me regardless. She places her full trust in me and believes that I can solve these problems. Of course, I have proven her right. So, to answer your question, that's how she thinks. Is there anything else you would like to know? Are you concerned about them? No wonder Captain Beto thinks you're different. There must be more to you than just your strength. If you can convince Mora Grubber to show you the books, you'll see there is a regular fixed cost, titled Convalescence Payments and Incapacity Support for Injured Crew Members. Regardless of the fleet's income, those who have fought alongside us will certainly receive their compensation every year. Some of those that have returned to land have started small businesses, while others have chosen to go out traveling the world. The money is intended to allow them to live their lives as freely as possible. I'm sure being based on land helps a lot with that too. Still, we can't pretend like it solves everything. They call them life-changing injuries for a reason, you know. But if nothing else, it's good to know that while Captain Beto is in charge of the Crux, no one will get forgotten. Is there anything else you would like to know? Well, my pleasure. Okay, let's leave it there then. Be sure to take good care of your health.
I'm gonna start doing drugs.
Sorry about earlier, Traveler. We were so caught up on getting you to join the fleet that we didn't notice we were going a little overboard. Good thing the captain stepped in. Oh! Well, in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. You're looking at the most talented navigator in Liyue Harbor.
Kid named Smoke.
I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailors. Feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. Let's start with what to look for when you get a set of complicated charts. First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines, islands or reefs, water depths, hydrological conditions, and other hazards. With these features in mind, you can answer the basic question of, can I chart a safe course through this area? Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between 2 points. The most advanced nautical charts come with a supplementary chart, which has different colored lines marked on it to indicate distances. It's worth mentioning that under my direction, the Crux is using these advanced kinds of charts. Some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be very difficult to interpret. Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for me. Some of these charts are really old and have symbols that I've never seen before. But if we don't decipher them, we will certainly miss many secrets of the sea. Fortunately, we have the captain with us. She managed to find some ancient books on semiotics that I can use to study the charts further. I don't think anyone other than our captain can manage to get these kinds of resources. Old charts and ancient books on semiotics are not the kinds of things that are sold in your average marketplace. Oops, I've gotten off topic. Well, that just about covers the basics of chart reading. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, I've only attained a smattering of knowledge in that area. The charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left by the previous navigator. So my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect changes in the sea. I think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake. It wasn't long before we turned the fleet around and returned the way we came out for fear of potential hazards. but Captain Beidou still managed to draft a simple chart of the area we sailed through for if and when we explore the area again. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see that the captain could even do cartography. Because I have the talent, and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. She treats the whole crew that way. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told me to wise up, saying that even Rex Lapis never fights alone. She wants everyone on board to master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her alone. That way, if the day ever comes when she's no longer with the fleet, we will still be able to sail onward without her. Captain Beidou may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? My pleasure. A friend of Captain Beidou is a friend of mine.
Nah, not the guy who's all the way up there. God damn it. I hate going up this thing.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Yo, tell that kid to shut the fuck up. I hate going up anything tall, especially when they don't want to fucking increase my stamina. Let me tell you a couple of 3 things. Climbing in this game, not the greatest. Climbing this game, not the greatest. And climbing in this game, not the greatest. That's the 3 things. That's my 3 takeaways. Yeah. Another reason I'd like this stream to be on the shorter side is because I have Doomsday tomorrow, and I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with that. So, yeah. I need some. Oh my fucking lord. At least we're gonna stock up on stamina. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I have a few ideas, really, but that's just all they are. They're ideas. I can't really say for sure how successful we're gonna be in that regard. So tomorrow's a testing ground of such.
Hello, Traveler. Are you here to learn about marine meteorology? In my line of work, I've got to have a pair of sharp eyes. I saw the captain showing you around the training grounds, and then you went to see Yingxing and Huixing. So I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the life of a crew member. Okay, let's get started. First, I'll introduce you to the basics of meteorology. Marine meteorology basically means keeping tabs on the weather as well as other ocean phenomena, so things like sea fog, storm surges, water spouts, and so on. These are all potential threats to safe navigation. Luckily, whatever weather might be coming up, there's always some kind of sign that gives it away in advance. Take water spouts, for example. They're caused by high-speed rotating winds on the surface of the ocean. They can engulf large ships and do immense damage. But if you know that water spouts can only form in an environment with high temperature, high humidity, and large clouds, then you can be well prepared. You will be even more alert if you also know that the presence of winds blowing in opposite directions, with a significant difference in speed, is a direct precursor to the formation of water spouts. And most importantly, if you spot a small white vortex emerging from the clouds, you should immediately notify the crew to steer clear of what's ahead. So there you go. Those are the warning signs of water spouts. I am proud to say that over the years, I haven't let a single one sneak up on my watch. I've got to confess, I learned almost everything I know from the captain. All the stuff about meteorology that I just told you about, she's the real expert. Do you know the small fishing village next to Wangshu Inn? I heard that when Captain Beidou was a kid, she worked there fishing. Later, she made her way to the harbor where she struggled to make a living. Growing up in an environment like that, it's no wonder she knows everything about the sea. When I first came on board, I lived every day wallowing in doubt, wondering if my former career as a sailor was all just a waste. But as I gradually learned some new things and became more experienced, I finally realized what makes the Crux so great. After all, not every fleet has the uncrowned Lord of the Ocean as their leader. I feel lucky just to have joined. Find me anytime if you want to know more.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while longer. So, what did you think? Now you know that the Shield of the Crux is not such an easy job. Let's get started. First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain sailing. Injuries and illnesses happen all the time. But what is the single biggest danger facing crew members?
Mesothelioma.
Is that your final answer? All right, on to the second question. As you've just learned, the fleet plots its route using nautical charts. The charts used by the Crux have additional charts attached. The supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added reference. What is the purpose of these lines?
Did I lose hearts at some point? What the hell? Definitely not that one.
Okay, interesting. Now, last question. On longer voyages, we have to be especially careful to avoid certain weather hazards that pose a threat to the integrity of the ship and the lives of the crew. For example, waterspouts. So my question is, how can we reliably predict waterspouts so we can avoid them?
Fuck me. Not these two.
Okay, those are all my questions. Do you want to know how you did? I gotta say, each time I think I've wrapped my head around how great you are, you surprise me with something new. You got them all correct. They weren't the most difficult questions, but they weren't ones you could bluff your way through either. You've clearly been paying attention to my crew. Okay then, now it's time to apply that endless talent of yours to learning some new recreational activities. Don't worry, all our recreational activities are respectable and, above board. You need to realize that being out at sea might be fun for the first few days while everything's new, but before too long, looking at the same old sea every day and being so isolated from everything can really cause people to struggle mentally. That is why regular recreational activities are an absolute necessity. We offer a lot of fun courses for our newcomer training, including fishing, photography, chess.
Chess? Gross. I hate this. What about shuffleboard, you know? Why can't we just play some shuffleboard?
Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer poetry and music appreciation, as well as communal wind listening. Each newcomer has to participate in at least one, so that they've got some way of keeping themselves occupied at sea further down the line. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands, that can be arranged. Well, for today at least, let's stick to the training schedule drawn up by Juza. If I remember correctly, it should be photography today. Come on, I'll show you.
Good thing I have a camera.
Listen up, everyone can go back and call it a day. The photography session has been postponed.
Well, good thing I don't have a camera.
What's going on here, Juza?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over in class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite the multi-talented one, aren't you? In that case, why don't you help us out and lead the class today?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no time to schedule anything else instead. It would be great if the Traveler could step in as the teacher for the day.
It's up to you, Traveler.
You know, if these guys have seen the pictures that I took pictures of with the toy soldiers and stuff, they should know I'm an expert at photography. Especially photography that has nothing to do with the subject that I'm supposed to be taking a picture of.
Great, it's settled then. Juza, let's muster everyone over here to meet the new teacher.
Yes, Captain.
Little callback.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be everyone. Take it away, Traveler. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems like you already have someone in mind. So, who will it be? Me? well, we could do that. Or, Guyunstone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be a pity to not capture the scenery for posterity. So how about we snap Guyunstone Forest for today's class? Then there'd be no need for a model.
Come on, Captain. We talked about this. The photography class is supposed to be portrait photography. Have you forgotten? Scenery looks nice at first, but it gets boring after a while. I bet it'd keep the crew more entertained if we got them learning portrait photography so they could record moments in each other's daily lives. Those were your exact words, Captain.
Were they now? Strange. I don't seem to remember anything about that. Well, then in that case, how about Huixing? I bet she's perfect for the camera. Or Fuzhong. Or Mora Grubber. Even little Yue.
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. This isn't like you. You are the captain, after all. Of all of us, you're the best suited to being a model.
I agree. You were the one who invited the Traveler to be the teacher, so you should cooperate, Captain. Besides, Captain, you've never had your photo taken. It's high time you got one. You know, a heroic and striking kind of picture. We can even use it to promote the fleet during recruitment.
Real funny, guys. Well, if you say so. I'm not one to spoil the fun. So, what do I do now, Traveler?
Epic pose.
Like this? You're kidding, right? I've never had my photo taken before, but something this simple shouldn't be a challenge for me. It must be the lighting or something. You've got it wrong. I never said that. You mean go somewhere else, then bring the final photo back as teaching material?
Sounds good to me. That's a good idea, isn't it, guys?
The lighting may still be a problem, but I'm open to persuasion. If you have a suitable place in mind, I can consider it. Just to be clear, I won't necessarily agree. It depends on the place you have in mind. The fishing village near Wangshu Inn? That place is deserted now, isn't it? How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map. Treasure? There? I guess I missed out on that one. It just so happens that that little village is where I grew up. Now that you've mentioned it, it's given me the urge to go back and take a look around. How about we take this opportunity to pay my old home a visit?
We're almost done, chat. And then we'll do daily commissions, then we'll wrap things up. I want this to be a shorter stream. It makes up for the fact that the last stream went a little too long.
Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering. The transport coordinators will probably moan about the muddy mountain roads. Let's dance!
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Holy shit. I didn't mean that. I would never say that to Ganya.
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
It's certainly seen better days. It was never that impressive, but at least back in the day, it was a lively village and home to several families. I wonder how long these last few old houses will remain standing. Nothing as dramatic as you might think. A few small incidents occurred, and then people began to leave. Come on, let's take a walk around. People used to call this place Downriver because the villagers apparently moved here from a place called Upriver.
Wow.
With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now Upriver is long gone, and Downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. To Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name. You're right. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I first arrived here. I was homeless and had to wander around the streets. I remember finally managing to find half a rice bun, but then a stray dog jumped out and snatched it away from me. Half a rice bun was not something I was willing to give up so easily at the time, so I chased it all the way to this neighborhood. Then a few fishermen saw us running and stopped me. They were kind enough to give me some food. Seeing me stop, the dog also stopped running, but straight away it keeled over and never got up again. Maybe it was too tired, or maybe it had starved to death. I went over and saw that the dog still had the half rice bun in its mouth. It didn't let go even at the very end. Poor thing. Had I known the dog was so weak, I would have let it take that half rice bun. I could tell they were wary of me at first. I was the dirty little kid who had just chased a dog to death over some scraps of food. But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home.
Wait, whoops.
But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home. That's how I ended up staying here. Do you know what the name Beidou means?
No.
Come on, I'll explain along the way. About a year or two after I arrived, the village chief fell ill during the winter and passed away. During that same period, the harvest was getting worse and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was... They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault. I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beidou. Then some of the villagers started shouting, and drove me out of the village. They shouted, "Nando controls life. Beidou controls death. Beidou controls death." Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. It wasn't until then that I realized that Beidou was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. This is the old house of the village chief. I bet he never expected that the little girl he took in would grow up to be seen as a curse that brought about the village's total destruction. What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess. You got to Inazuma and the Electro Archon's Gnosis was taken as well? Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale than I ever could. Oh, I get it. You're trying to convince me that I'm not cursed. I appreciate it, and I'll take it. Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed, and the ones who get swept away in the wind are the fledgling birds who couldn't hack it. I, for one, have never encountered a storm I couldn't weather. But your journey's far from over, isn't it? Just remember, there's no telling what else you might encounter in this vast world. So if you ever find some idiot trying to brand you as a scapegoat just because you're the one who lived to tell the tale, tell them Captain Beidou demands to have the honor along with you. Remember, You'll always have the captain of the Crux to back you up wherever you go. Two cursed scapegoats banding together for survival. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but at the same time, I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher? Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done while you can before I change my mind. So, do I need to strike a pose?
What? The nerve! What do you think this is? I don't want to do this whole modeling thing. Hey, cut it out. No more pictures.
Alright, we're almost done with the stream, chat. I'd probably do another hangout quest, but I don't want to press things too much further, honestly. I'll let my keys build up. In any case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 story quests and 2 hangout quests. That's 9 altogether. If we were to continue doing what I did with Leeway, that would be about 4.5 streams. So 20 days we'll be back on the plot. Until then, we're basically going to be taking a relaxing period. Yeah, it's good to have that relaxation once in a while. Plus, it gives me time to focus on other things.
We're way behind schedule.
Besides, taking a little break before getting right back into Sumeru would probably be best, considering I hear many things about
We're way
Sumeru
behind
that
schedule.
makes me a little wary. Like the fact that almost everyone I talk to say that their exploration dreams were crushed as soon as they got to Sumeru. That's when they got burnt out. So, having a little break would be pretty good.
We're way behind schedule.
Get this loser out of here. I'm thinking before Sumeru, I'll end up upping my world level. I think that'd be a good time to do it. Kind of have the difficulty slowly start picking up now.
We're way behind schedule.
I think it makes sense. Also, I've heard things that Sumeru, like Inazuma, is apparently the difficulty spike. I hear that after this, everything's pretty easy. So, upping the difficulty level would be nice. I'm also very surprised that Inazuma is considered difficulty spike, considering I don't believe I had that much of a problem with it. I honestly thought Inazuma was rather tame. wasn't tame, but it certainly wasn't anything to worry about. But yeah, during this like 20 days, I'll be able to do things like collect ingredients for recipes.
Next
and,
on the agenda.
What else would I do? Build up characters like Barbara, who is at the cusp of being done, but still needs a bit of help. Like, it'll give me some time to train a little bit before the next big outing. And I think that's pretty important. So next stream for Genshin, I'll probably be going through the Raiden Shogun's story quests, because it's, well, it locks, doing that would unlock a lot of things. So I think that's the next best option. After that, well, we'll see how things go.
Next on the agenda. I'll race you there. Let it rain.
We're way behind
Even
schedule.
Amber could use some, like, stuff, because Ganyu has all the better
Next on the agenda.
compared to the two of them. That was easy. Oh god, I just realized I can't really go to Leeway Catherine anymore, because it progressed the plot. So I guess we're going back to Mondstadt. So yeah, we'll be ending the stream a little early. Usually we'd go for 3 hours, but considering the last stream was almost 4 hours, I'll trade. Plus it's been a busy day, I'm kind of exhausted.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow for whatever the fuck we're gonna do for GTA Online. I have a game plan, I'm just not sure how effective it's going to be. So, see you guys then.